What is up, guys, and welcome back. So you guys should grab your popcorn because this is the video that I have been wanting to make for a long time, but I was just waiting until we got enough information. So here we go. So as you can tell by the title, this is a let's talk about Assassin's Creed Rogue and Unity. I decided to put them both together since it seems they have conflicting plots, so I think it would be easier for you and me for me to do this and for you guys to watch. There will be time links in the description if you only want to watch Rogue or you only want to watch Unity or you want to watch one before the other. I don't know, but I'm just gonna start with Rogue first because it's simpler and it becomes first in the timeline. So basically, Rogue stars Shay Patrick Cormac, an assassin that turned Templar after the Brotherhood left him for dead when a mission went sour. It takes place in 1758, and if you're not familiar with that time era, it's the 7 Years' War, aka the French and Indian War. Apparently, we're going to see Adewale and Haytham Kenway make an appearance in the game. I'm assuming Adewale is, would be Shay's teacher when he was an assassin, and then Haytham would be his teacher when he was a Templar. But I have heard that like Shay sought out Haytham and then like did everything to like make him happy because he looked up to him. But anyways, so with the gameplay, the land-based gameplay is going to be split between the River Valley and New York, as Shay is trying to take out the Assassin's presence in North America. But the River Valley also has naval combat. But we'll see new weapons such as Shay's air rifle that shoots grenades, berserk darts, sleep darts, which is pretty much an upgrade of Edward's blow dart from Black Flag. He will have other weapons also, such as like poison bombs, and he also has a mask / bandana that he can use that will protect him from poison and smoke that's around him. So in this game, there's no more multiplayer, which could be bad for some people, like because I know some people upload multiplayer for YouTube. But I mean, I'm not too mad about that because I never really played the multiplayer in the first place. But I mean, if you have played the multiplayer before, you know that like if a pursuer is near you, then you'll start to hear whispers. That's now in single player. But it happens when an assassin is near you, trying to kill you, because now you get to play the Templar. There are also like these thugs that are allied with the assassins, and during naval combat they can board your ship, which is pretty awesome because now not only you can board ships, but you have to protect your ship from being boarded from others. And I'm pretty sure the majority of the naval combat will take place in the Arctic, though, because it seems like they're adding like a big emphasis to that part of the game. So you need to upgrade your Bram to break through ice. I'm not sure to what extent the naval combat will be when you're an assassin in the game, but as a Templar you get access to like the newest technology in that time era. Like you can get oil to spread in the water and then light it on fire, which not only slows any enemy ships but causes an immense amount of damage to them as well. And also, instead of swivel guns, we're gonna get puckle guns, which are almost like mini machine guns to exploit the weak spots of a ship. Shay's ship is called the Morrigan, and from what they showed us in the naval demo, they showed us him sailing around with Haytham right at his side and a quartermaster on the other. And then they showed us some River Valley land gameplay, which I pretty much already explained. They showed us some of Shay's new capabilities and weapons that are in the game. The Arctic seems cool since there are new animals to hunt, such as narwhals and polar bears, and you can see the northern lights. And from what I've seen, it looks to play like Black Flag, which is kind of disappointing because the gameplay in that it kind of got old. But I like it. I mean, I'm still gonna play it because the story is promising. But I think the new location that's in the Arctic, that's awesome because I know that a lot of people have wanted naval combat in the Arctic since naval was introduced in Assassin's Creed 3. And so now with Unity, there is a story link between Rogue and Unity that will be revealed / shown probably in the ending cutscene of Rogue. I doubt it'll be at the beginning of Unity though, so if you want to know, you'll probably have to play Rogue to find out what the connection is. So Unity stars Arno Victor Dorian, a purebred assassin that is warned by loss and joined the assassins on a mission of redemption. I want to tell you guys something like quick here, but don't quote me on this, but I did watch a video that sort of explained that said Arno was raised as an assassin and his father was killed, and he sort of felt responsible for it, and then his stepfather was a Templar, and he felt he needed redemption. I'm not really sure how that would all work out, but it sounds like a pretty neat concept. And then he eventually joined the assassins. I honestly think that story is going to be one of the best in my opinion. It sort of reminds me of Ezio, which is great because he's probably one of my favorite storylines because his character just felt so relatable and then set in the very historical era of the French Revolution. So mainly the gameplay will be in Paris, France. And back to the French Revolution. This is basically the same point we were with Ezio when we were in Italy during the Italian Renaissance. And I've heard rumors you'll be able to go to London in the game, but I'm not exactly sure how true those rumors are. We're gonna see some. Obviously, we're gonna see historical figures like King Louis the XVI, Marie Antoinette, Maximilien de Robespierre, Marquis de Sade, and of course Napoleon Bonaparte. I'm sorry if I messed up some of those pronunciations. I'm not really sure how to pronounce them, so that's the best I could do. So Arno himself is a pretty interesting character. He's a well-read assassin, which was pretty rare in that time period, and he'll often quote the classics, so obviously we'll see some pretty neat lines he has in there. And if he ever feels like he's emotionally vulnerable, he will use his wit and humor to disguise what he's actually feeling. And also there's this whole side thing with Elise, who's a Templar he has a love connection with. This, I think, could be pretty interesting. There could be a connection with her and Shay. I don't know. She does have red hair, which is kind of Irish. I do not want to be stereotypical here, so don't scream at me. But, that could mean she's Irish, and the name Shay Patrick Cormac just screams Irish at me. So there could be a connection between those two. Like, he could have been her father or, like, uncle or something. I don't know. That could be the connection between two games, but, again, I could be totally wrong. I'm really interested to see how their love connection plays out in the main story. So Arno has a unique weapon called the Phantom Blade, which I don't know if it's like an actual crossbow or he shoots the blade and has to replace it every time, but it looks pretty cool. The missions are structured a lot better, called black box missions. You can choose to approach your target however you want. In the Gamescom demo, which will be in the description, it showed Arno how to get keys to a window or follow a guy. That was really cool. He was explaining now that when you're tailing someone, and if they see you, you don't auto-fail the mission. I like how you could steal the info, tail him long enough to listen, or you could just kill him and loot the info. But then the guards will find his dead body and double up patrol. So pretty much what you do has an effect in the area of the game, and I think that's really awesome. And something new they are bringing to the franchise is the co-op, which is freaking awesome. My friends and I are in love with that. And so there's up to 4-player co-op in the mission. And the missions are like single player, so you can approach a situation however you want. All 4 assassins can just run in there and maul everyone down. I don't think that will work with the new engine because it seems that stealth has a much bigger presence than ever before. They added a crouch button. It's cool you could free run down the building now because before you had to find a haystack somewhere and then jump into it. But anyways, getting back to stealth, they built this engine from the ground up so the gameplay isn't like Revelations or especially like AC3 or Black Flag where you could mow everyone down and become like a Rambo. Pretty much in this game you can't really take on 5 or more enemies head on without dying or at least coming close. The combat has been upgraded. You actually need to try as there's more skill required, and honestly this has the potential to be one of the best games if not the best in the franchise. They are adding a lot of emphasis on upgrading your assassin as well. So buying of armor, dyes, and new outfits and new weapons has made its way back into the game. And there are new skills such as lockpicking, which was mentioned in the demo. But there's also skill trees. So there's a skill tree for stealth, combat, and the eagle vision. They really did a lot in this game to change up the franchise. I'm really happy to see it going this way. A lot of people are questioning the fact that there's 2 AC games coming out in 1 year, and they're saying like, oh, Rogue is going to hold Unity back. It's not. Honestly, they're being developed by two different teams of developers. Unity is a brand new engine they've been working on since 2010 after the release of Brotherhood, and I assume that the team from Black Flag will be working on the Rogue single player, because those two will be two different studios working on two different separate games for different console generations. Both games are going to have unique stories and will be brand new to the franchise. I'm really interested to see what these games have to offer, and I will be getting both of them, though I probably won't upload gameplay from Rogue as I don't yet have a capture card. But you can bet that I'll be uploading a lot of Unity content when it comes out, so look forward to that. I will have a link in the description to the most recent gameplay and trailers from both games. Hopefully, if you guys have a PS4 and are getting Unity, we could do some co-op together. So I should have mentioned this earlier, but Rogue is releasing November 11th, and Unity is releasing October 28th. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got some information out of it that you may not have known before, and if you learned something new, that is really awesome. I really appreciate you guys watching. Also, leave a like if you did in fact enjoy, and maybe even share with your friends on Facebook or Twitter if they would really like watching this video too. And I'd like you guys to leave a comment telling me what you think about Rogue and Unity, because I'm really interested to see what your guys' opinions are on these two different release games. And if you like these types of videos, why don't you subscribe? There will be more like this, and I will try to do more live commentaries in the future. So that is what my channel is mainly going to be comprised of: Let's Talks, news videos, and possibly some live commentaries. I don't know. I don't know what games I'll be doing, but as always, good night, good luck.